Hello? Hapa ni Diaspora. Anastacia. Aha, sema Anastacia. Okay, kwanza unapiga kutoka wapi? Aha, anapiga kutoka Murang'a. Hebu niambie majina yako yote. Anastacia Mwangi. Haya. Basi nieleze. Dada yako anaitwa nani? Faith Mwangi. Haya, na yuko wapi? Aha. Aha.
Hi, good afternoon.
What's the name
Yes,
of the
this is Diaspora speaking. How can I be of assistance today?
Aha.
Good afternoon, Sheila. Yeah.
Ni Saudi
I
Arabia.
recommend you to email the department through Kazimaju at diaspora.ke. Here. Yes. K-A-Z-I. Yes, like Kazim.
Faith Mwangi.
Yes. Kazimaju. Yes.
Okay, alienda Nyamakima na hakuonekana tena. Sasa umempata kwa simu, amewapigia kwa namba 97. Haya, mtu atakusaidia Anastacia Mwangi. Haya, nitakupa. Haya, ujumbe umefika, lakini sasa nitakupatia mtaalamu msikizane vizuri kabisa, sivyo? Haya, ngoja kidogo. Haya, kuna msichana hapa anaitwa Elizabeth, atakuongelesha. Haya. Okay, ulikuwa naongea na Mheshimiwa Mudavadi, lakini Elizabeth atakusaidia. Haya. Ngoja kidogo. Okay. Anastacia Mwangi. And her sister is Faith Mwangi. I was Minister for Finance. There was price control. It was a closed economy. It was full of monopolies, full of parastatals that were just not making money, but they were there to create jobs for people. I took a bold step, working very firmly, carefully, with the respect that is required with President Moi, until I persuaded him that we have to liberalize the economy. Because I knew he had the authority. But you don't confront authority all times with belligerence. You have to also confront authority with persuasion and logic. That was what I chose to do. So what did I do? After that, I removed all the price controls in the economy. That is why we have a free market economy. It used to be a controlled economy, where the Minister for Finance would wait and say, from midnight tonight, the price of sugar is going to go up by 2 shillings. You don't hear those things from midnight tonight. It's because we opened up the economy and we liberalized. It took courage, dedication, persuasion, and facts. We can do it as young people as we go into the future. I had a chance to go to the World Bank, this is MEGA, and we had not yet matured as a country for a diaspora bond, because you need to have a critical mass of resources that the diaspora remit to a nation to be able to have the gravitas to generate sufficient attraction to a diaspora bond. And that was 2 years ago. But today, I can tell you the figures they gave of maturity, Kenya has now matured to have a diaspora bond. And that is how we can help them channel their resources effectively and also invest in infrastructure and other things that we want to do in this country. You've heard the President talk of an infrastructure fund and so forth. Within that fund, it's part of the place where the diaspora can also invest. And the remittances of the diaspora alone can build a new Jomo Kenyatta airport if they are channeled, aggregated and channeled properly. We can actually build a new Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. That's what the Kenyans living out there are now capable of doing, provided we have the right investment vehicles and the right areas that they can invest. So that's important from the economic perspective. When we were having another meeting, the Treasury brought out their data, and in their statistics they show that the diaspora remittances have now hit $5 billion and $80, which is clearly $1 trillion plus, as at the end of November. Now, that's a lot of money. And that contribution is helping us as a nation manage our exchange reserves, which are now 5 months cover. Ordinarily, for those of you who have done economics, many people would always talk about a 3 months import cover and so forth. But right now, Kenya's reserves are actually 5 months cover. That is $12 billion. So we have a 5 months import cover. That brings stability in the economy. The money may not be coming directly to the government of Kenya, because I think that is also what we need to tell people to understand. It's coming into the economy of Kenya. You know, when you say the diaspora have remitted 5 billion or 1 trillion, the ordinary person walking in the streets thinks that directly the government of Kenya has received 1 trillion shillings. That is not the case. It's the economy of Kenya that has received 1 trillion Kenya shillings, which is then channeled into the economy through their families, through their investments, and in the process then it buttresses the Kenyan shilling, our currency, against hard or other international currencies.